Thank you, Jason of Tehachapi, for your question on proper ponying techniques.
Hello folks, my name is Ty Nitty and welcome to Open Forum. Today we're going to discuss about how to properly lead a colt off of another horse, a colt or a filly. Most people like to, dally off of a big horse and just drag colts and fillies around all over the yard. Well, that's not really the way we want to do it. You don't want to cause injury to your young horses. The best place to get started on this kind of situation is going to be in a round pen or a small arena where you can have enough lead rope and not have that filly or colt get away from you. So we're going to demonstrate today and walk it step by step how to get a young colt started on today. We just happen to have a 7-month-old young colt who's a little rambunctious, and we're going to use this old horse right here to kind of get things started on this young colt's life. So here we go. This young colt right here is Maximus. He's a 7-month-old Azteca. He's an Andalusian paint cross. So one of the first things I want to teach this young colt is giving to that pressure when I ask him to come. As you can see, he doesn't want to move to me when I ask him to come to me. So one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to use my horse and push this horse around here. And I want to kind of do it in hand. I don't want to get a dally on this horse quite yet. Because for whatever reason, if this colt were to pull back, he's taking a chance of injuring himself. It's easy for me just to let this rope go and have this colt run around this round pen in an enclosed area and easily catch him. All I'm going to do is ask him to walk in a circle for me. I'm not just pulling on him, I'm tugging on him, give and take. I'm letting him know, just give and take, give and take. And if he stops, I'm not going to force him, I'm just going to make him turn. And my goal is to have these little circles that we're doing right here and use my horse to push them. My goal is to take these little circles and make them into big circles and have this horse follow me wherever I go. Again, I'm just going to tug. And for whatever reason, he stops and he doesn't want to come to me, I'm going to use my horse and push him. I'm going to push him right into his hindquarters here and turn his head to me. There we go. One of the things that you got to kind of expect with these young horses is you're going to get kicked. Your horse is going to get kicked. They can easily rear up, paw at you, so be prepared for all this stuff. So that's why I want to create a little distance here. Create a little distance here, and he's getting the idea. He's like, okay, well, I'm getting the idea. Now you're tugging, I'm coming. And I'm also using this lead horse here. Horses like to follow other horses, and that's what we're trying to achieve here. At the same time, I'm using this pressure and release system to teach them when I pull, you come to me. It's a great way to start a young horse in halter breaking. What I don't want to see is a dally here and dragging this horse all over eternity. You're not teaching that young horse anything. You're just taking a chance of a lot of horses getting hurt, including your horse and the young horse that you're working with. So here we go. That's all we're doing. We're just walking in a big, big circle. Now our circles are getting bigger and bigger. And I might just ask my horse just to get into a light little jog. And cover more distance on him. Now he's done pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and ask him to either stand still or come to me. Right here. And I'm going to just let him know, hey, everything is okay. Good job. Now what I want to do is I want to make him turn tightly right here into me. And then I want to release him. Just like that. I'm going to stop. Say hello, son. Now if he turns, I'm going to turn here and I'm going to cut him off. I'm not going to let this horse get around me. If you let this horse get around you, you're going to get that rope wrapped around you, all kind of good things like this. And it's a disaster waiting to happen. Make sure you're riding a good horse that's going to be very responsive to neck reining, so you're freed up your hands so you can do whatever you want. So I'm going to come back over here again. We're going to start that same process. We're going to ask him to bend, tight, and turn. There we go. And I'm going to push off and tug and give, and ask him to follow me. Once you got this going, and this should be always the case, this should be the start, in hand. No dallies. Now I feel pretty comfortable with this young colt right here following me. And he's not offered to pull back, which is really good. Now I can get a dally on him and kind of pull him forward a little. Now if he gets to resisting too hard, I'm gonna stop my horse and put a little slack in that lead rope so he's pulling full tension and not obligated to pull back. So same thing here. I'm just gonna get a little dally here and ask him to come with me. Now one of the things, if you look how short my lead rope is, it's short enough to where this little colt can't get around me, behind my horse. If he gets behind my horse, a couple of things can happen here. Your horse can kick him, he can rear up on your horse. That rope can pull out your hips and pull you right off the saddle. I don't want to give a ton of, if I'm dallying, I don't want to give this much slack. Because for whatever reason, if that young colt spooks and runs around, again, disaster. So what I want to do is I want to ask him to come to me. Again, we're working in circles here. I want to keep his nose to the furthest away he can ever be from my saddle is his nose to my horse's butt. That's it. This way he doesn't have enough time to get around me. And so far so good. He's responding to when I'm asking him to come to me. Just a little resistance, which is okay, but he's not fighting too hard. Now right there, he's kind of fighting a little hard, so I'm gonna stop him. Give him some slack, come around him. Get another dally. Pull him here. Right around. There we go. And I want to reward him for a job well done here. He's doing pretty good. This right here, this little exercise we just did, doesn't mean that you can just take your horse right now and take him out in the streets and drag him around. You got to work with him at least a week or two in a round pen or in an enclosed area, just doing this. Just teaching this young horse, you come to me when I tell you to come here, you stop when I tell you to, and you turn when I tell you to. Once you got these things accomplished, now you can take them out on the trail, get them exposed, get them desensitized to the trails, the streets, hills, wherever you want to take them. But rule of thumb, this should be the start here. Hope you can use these tips that we showed you today to help with your young fillies and colts. Until next time.